It looks like there's plenty of action around the front of these hives. Empty, empty, empty. So this more brood, no eggs. More brood, no eggs. I think it's a shakeout. That's just bad form on my part. The white hive's the hero of the day. It's basically saved my apiary. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to Aussie Beekeeping. So today's the 1st of December. It's about 17 degrees Celsius, so about 62 degrees Fahrenheit. It's the first day of summer. Spring has not been kind to us here in Victoria. It's been miserable. So let's get this gate open and check the girls out. Hey guys, welcome back to Aussie Beekeeping. So you might notice something a little bit different about these hives. I came down 3 weeks ago and most of these hives were starving. A lot of them with dead bees in the bottom, no stores, nothing. So we'll get down the end there, go through all these hives, see how we fared. So I actually haven't inspected these guys since I bought them down. So today's the day. So first frame in, a little bit of nectar, nothing more than that. They're a little bit flighty, which would concern me a little bit that they're queenless. Next frame in. Oh no, we've got eggs and larvae. Happy days. Same on the other side. So they are definitely doing the right thing. Next frame in. Again, eggs and larvae. Those straps have probably outlived their useful life. The rubber bands, I should say. Good brood pattern under there. So these guys are doing really well. I forgot to press record. So basically we've got any frame that we drag out of here, it's got brood in all stages. Now I don't know where the queen is. Now I've been in this hive, I think I've been in this hive, this will be the 3rd time, maybe the 2nd time, no 3rd time, yes I did go in one other time, and never ever have I seen the queen. So next door I've got this box with some comb in it. I left this here just in case there was a swarm, all new hardware, no drawn out comb in it. I'm going to chuck this on top of them. So there you have it. So that's our well rescue hive. We've got a whole new box on top. Okay guys, so the blue hive. Let's pop them open, see what we find. So I've just given them a smoke, but bee numbers don't look fantastic. Second frame in, there's nectar and pollen. So happy days. We have brood in all stages. This is the third frame in. So that's really, really good news. So Blue Hive looks like we've managed to survive. So these guys re-queened. Not sure where the frame came from, can't remember. Ooh, look at that. So that doesn't look very old. Well, they must have just left it. So more brood, look at that. So Blue Hive next time I come down is going to need a box. Oh, look at that. Just wonderful. It's so good to see these guys back on track. Eggs and larvae in there. Awesome. The wind started to pick up a little bit. Sorry about that. Nectar, pollen. Lots of pollen. Alright, happy days. Blue Hive, success. Okay guys, so the pink hive now. So I haven't smoked the top of this box. Doesn't look too bad. Good numbers. They've got the frame feeder in. I'll pop out a frame, give you a look. So first frame in, not a lot happening. Just a little bit of pollen. The bees are a bit flighty. Whoa! There was a few bees on the back of that frame. Sorry bees. I'll pop that on there. And that way I can hopefully rescue some of those walkers. Right, so second frame in. Oh, we have brood. Happy days, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, such a relief. I'm going to get rid of that bit of comb down the bottom. And on the other side, oh, now I've got the other problem. They're going to be too big soon. All right, have a look at another one and we'll see how we go. Oh, you just can't win with beekeeping, can you? 1 minute they're dead, the next minute they're too big. Maybe I'll make a split out of their frames. Ugly comb down the bottom. So their numbers are about to explode. Fourth frame in. Wow. I think I'll take a frame of these ones, put them in the nuke. Yep, we'll shake them off. I'm going to strip these guys. 2 frames. That one's got a bit of pollen in it, so I'll leave that one. Might try this outside one here. Pollen as well. I'm going to make them 5 framers. Hopefully they've got enough bees to cover these. Should be pretty good. So a couple of really good frames. This will kill 2 birds with 1 stone as well. It'll give me some spare frames to put in that pink hive. Okay, so back at the pink hive. I probably need to take a lot more frames out of this one. Put a box on them even. But for now, they're really flighty, but for now, a couple of frames, 1 frame I should say. They could be swarming next time I come down. Oh, that hurts. They're real stingy. So call me an idiot if you like. I obviously didn't throw the black frames far enough because it was the only one I had left, so I've just plonked a black frame in there, plastic frame. So I'll close these guys up, move on to the next one. Alright guys, so purple hive, let's suss it out. So this hive is completely turned around looking at what's happening in the roof. Get rid of that, pop open, check them out. So this first frame in, pollen, nectar as well. The wind's picked up and it's quite chilly, so the bees have got a little bit frosty with me. Awesome. So second frame in, brood, really, really good. And on the other side, same deal. So third frame in, again, awesome brood on both sides. So I think from memory, you guys will know, I think I rescued most of these hives with frames from the white hive. So that might explain why they're going ballistic already. Look at that. Yikes. I've got another problem now. I haven't got enough boxes. I didn't bring any boxes down because I thought this was going to be a horrific scene. Plenty of nectar in there. So I'll pack these guys up. They've got another frame here doing nothing. I might put that in the center of the nest just to give them some room. I'm not sure where the queen is. Pop that in there. Frame in. I'll close these guys up. So that's been really successful. I wouldn't be surprised if they built comb in the feeder when I come back and in the roof. So now we're going to suss out the red hive. So it's almost impossible to get this roof off. I'll give it a twist. So there's definitely comb up the top and probably heaps of it, and honey as well. Look at that. Far out. You just can't win, can you? So, my own fault. So I'm going to have a look. If I find brood, I'm going to put this back on and come back next week and fix it. So I'm about halfway out with this frame. And if these guys aren't swarming in the next week, I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm going to pop the lid back on and leave them to it. So there you have it, that's the red hive. So that's, look, that's great news. Bees are going awesome, but you know, idiot beekeeping. So I tasted some of the honey from that and that is amazing. So what we have here, so we have this flower here, which is where Manuka comes from. And it's absolutely booming all the way through. And this is why I have my bees here. So we'll leave the red hive alone and we'll get stuck into the yellow one. The Italians, let's suss them out and see what happens. So a lot easier to get the lid off when you've got a hive mat. Ooh, goodness. Well, these guys must have been tiny. Yeah, so I must have reduced them down without having a nuke box. So let's have a look and see what happens. First frame in. Pretty light. Nectar. A little bit of nectar. A little bit of pollen. Oh, and we have brood. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. So we've got brood, ladies and gentlemen. That is fantastic. I really didn't want to lose all my Italians. I think I've lost most of them. Oh, hello. Look at that. That's awesome as well. Wow. Gee, bees are resilient, aren't they? Woohoo, look at that. 1 minute. they don't want to be here, and the next minute they are chock-a-blocker. So these guys are going to need a box. I think everybody's going to need a box. At least these guys are going to need more frames. Same thing on this frame. The other side. Eggs and larvae. Okay, so last frame. Or second last frame. So there's some drone. That's alright. They've got some room. They're bringing in nectar as well. So these guys are probably going to need a box. Got a little bit of room in them. Just a fraction. A little bit of pollen in that end frame. Plenty of glistening nectar. Alright, plonk them back together. So there we have it, the yellow hive, absolutely kicking goals. They need at least some more room, potentially another box, probably just more room. So there we go. So now we're going to check out the black hive, and again, they're a bit flighty. Let's get in and have a look. So not bad bee numbers on the top. Oh, happy days! Ladies and gentlemen, we have a queen, and she's laying. We're also bringing in and capping some nectar, which is fabulous. So the flow's on. I've said that before, haven't I? So the flow is certainly starting. Really good brood. Alright, so I'm not going to go into these guys too much more than that. They've got a little bit of food. Maybe I'll pull out a centre frame. What would you expect to find on this frame? Cap brood? Yeah, look at that. The centre of the nest. It's doing really well. And on the opposite side, same thing. So this guy's going to need a box. That's a full box. Right, pack them up. We'll move on to the next one. So there we have it, the black hive, kicking goals. So now it's time to check out the grey hive. So let's give them some smoke, pop the lid, suss them out. So it feels like there's a bit of comb up the top here. Yes, there is. Wow, good numbers. That's really cool. This has been an absolute turnaround. Lots of bees on me. They're all coming at me. And they're stinging me. Yow! A little bit too close to home, that one. I feel like the guy from Black Mountain Honey, mate. The angriest bees in the world. But anyway, I'll pop a frame out and we'll have a look. There's bees just all over the GoPro. I'll let you have a look at that. I've obviously upset someone because these guys are attacking me like nothing else. Look at that. Good. So you know what? I don't want to be in these guys any more than I have to. They've got queen. They've got brood in all stages. And they've got a little bit of nectar in there as well. So they can rack right off. And I'm going to pack them up. Alright, so that's the grey hive. So these guys are doing really well. They're ferocious, which is really upsetting. But anyway, time to get into the orange hive. These are the Italians again. These guys next door are still giving me a pounding. Hello. Bee numbers are okay. So I'll pull this second frame out. Doesn't look like there's much happening on it. No, not a lot at all. I'll pop that aside. I've got a couple of stings to the groin. I don't know whether the bees have got inside this suit. Oh, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Happy days. So we've got brood. And we've got some pollen. That's really cool. No brood. Oh yeah, brood on this other side as well. Awesome. Just awesome. So we know what we'll find on this frame. Probably brood. Oh, happy days. So, oh, far out. Happy days, all right. Look at that. And no doubt the other side will be the same. Awesome. So it looks like we've only lost one of our Italian hives, so that's good. So I've got some brood in here that I can use to re-queen some other ones. Oh, there's our queen. Talking about queens. Hello, lady. How are you today? Awesome. It's good that we've seen at least one queen today. I'll pop her back in. Next frame, probably brood. Oh yeah, look at that. Eggs and larvae in between. Same on that side. So I'll pop these guys back together, so they're doing really well. We've got some frames on the outside they can fill out if need be. They're a bit flighty, but they're not stinging. Awesome. So I'm just going to lock these guys back up and move on to the next one. So that's the orange hive in all its glory. So happy days. Time to move on to the green hive. Let's pop them open, check them out. Bee numbers aren't fantastic. I haven't smoked the top of this hive yet. I'll pull out a frame and see what happens. So second frame in, nothing. You can see the conditions we're having to deal with. Third frame in, nothing. First frame, zilch. Pretty unhealthy. Oh well, you can't win them all. Fourth frame in. The bees look dirty. You guys might not be able to pick it up, but they look like they're dirty. Like not dusty, just a bit dirty. Oh well. I could chuck a frame in from the hive next door. See if they want to re-queen. So nectar in there. These guys. Oh no, we have. Yep. So we've got larvae, and we've got eggs as well. Okay. Oh, good. Same thing over here. We've got eggs and larvae. Cranky, but it's okay. I'll probably split off those cranky queens. Oh good, look at that. Really good. So there we have it, full frame of brood. So they're building up. They haven't got a lot of stores. They've got some nectar in between some of those cells. And here again, a whole frame of brood. They're doing okay. It's larvae. Lots of cat brood. That queen's doing okay. So I'm going to suffer, aren't I? I'm going to suffer because I've saved all these hives with brood from the naughty hive next door. Anyway, so I'm going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to move this frame over. I'm going to, there's no brood on that one. I'm going to pop this one next to here so they've got something to lay on. And I'm going to close them up. So there you have it, guys. There's the green hive. So I could have sworn that when I came down here, this was all going to be decimated. But it's not looking too bad, is it? So here we go. Let's suss out this white hive and see how the best hive in the apiary has gone. I'm pretty sure I left this top box on in the hope that they were going to brood up a little bit. Doesn't look like they've done much at all. They have got a queen excluded, so they were never going to brood up in the top box. But they're occupying it. What are they doing up here? Oh, they've been drawing it out. Look at those good girls go. So they're drawing that out. They're obviously bringing in a lot of nectar from somewhere. Enough to draw out some frames. But I think what I'll do... Oh, come on, get out of there. Oh wow, look at that. They're bringing it in. Just can't fault some hives, can you? In the worst spring we've ever had, of course, the white hives. Of course, the white hive is doing alright. I'm going to smoke the absolute get out of these guys. So what I have noticed is there's a lot of dead bees in here. They could be squashed. I'll pop some frames out and let you guys have a look. So ladies and gentlemen, here we are again. The white hive. Look at that. First frame. A little bit of chalk brood or something there. First frame. Both sides. Hello. Very much. That's just amazing. So no doubt this whole box will be like this. I'm tipping. Next frame in. Eggs and larvae in those. Same on that side. That'll be why they're bringing in some nectar. It's purely numbers. Next frame. Eggs and larvae. So what do we think? Angry, productive bees or docile, non-productive bees? And I say productive, we haven't seen how much honey these guys will bring in yet. I mean, last year I think I pulled 4 boxes or 3 boxes off the red hive. I can't remember how much honey I pulled off these guys. Look at that. Far out. I am looking for swarm cells, just in case anyone is thinking about that. Let's have a quick look at that one. Empty. I don't need to look in this anymore. I might just pull the end frame here. Look at that. Happy days. So these guys are definitely going to need a box as well. I'm not going to take the excluder off to give them some room. I'm going to control this hive because coming out of winter, this hive controlled me. Awesome. Alright, I'm going to pack these guys up. And that's about it. But I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip out some of these brood frames, shake the bees off them, put them in the top box above the excluder, so that they've got some frames, because look at them. What's going to happen? They've got wall-to-wall brood and no room. They're going to swarm. I might take 3 frames, shake off the bees, put them in the top box and go from there. So I've dragged these 3 frames out of my super. So these are the 3 frames that I'm taking out. So there's the other frame. So I'll pop those in and pop these other frames into there. So I've just decided to grab the 4th frame as well. I'll check. All right, so that's been checkerboarded. So in the bottom box, brood box, we've got new frame, new frame, new frame, new frame. In the top box, I've kept those 4 together. So they'll have some bees up there looking after those guys for the next few weeks. But I'll pack these guys up. So there you have it. Yet again, the white hive has shown us that we don't know anything about beekeeping, do we? Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one.